Welcome, guys, to Doki Literature Club. This is considered one of the most famous horror games ever, and one of the scariest horror games ever. But judging by the intro, it doesn't look scary, so I'm not sure how they're gonna make it scary. Unlike the other horror games I've played on this channel, I've actually never played this one before, okay? But it's one of the most famous ones ever, so I gotta do it. If my parents see this shit, they're gonna fucking slap me. I'm actually scared. Let's do this shit. This game is not suitable for children. Yeah, I'm not a fucking child. Alright, I guess this is your warning. I agree. I am way older than 13. I think I got this. Alright, let's get into this. This game was also free on Steam. Please enter your name. No, we gotta have an actual name. Okay, what name should we have? This is gonna be the fucking hardest part of this shit. This is gonna be an easy game, bro. Um, Homer. Oh, I don't know if this is important, but this might be important. I don't know. I don't know what is important. My code's overloading. Um, Theater. Let's go with good old Pod. Alright, my name is Pod. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'll never see yourself making today, but it kind of just works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Pod. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. This game is supposed to be scary? This shit looks like some fucking roleplay dating simulator or something. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Pod, have you decided on something to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Okay, when they're close to the words start lagging more. I don't know why. And I know you're happy now, but I'll die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Or you could just be geek, bro, I don't know. Clubs? So you already want clubs? I guess I have no choice but to start with anime club. Hello? Oh my god, what's she doing me back again? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would be bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out alongside. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the open classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always said nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? She has pink hair and an attitude. This one's definitely a slut. I just kind of clicked out. Hello, can you guys hear me? Yes, I think you can. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Pod, what a nice surprise. Oh my god, why are there so many women? I'm scared of women. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Exactly the thing I was thinking right now. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. She's the cutest though. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first. How old is? Wait, I have to search how old she is. Yeah, I just have to check. She's also the one who made cupcakes. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. So he says that quietly into my ear and turns back the other way. I think it's overloading. Can I fix that? Give me a second. Technical difficulties. Oh, 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 no, 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 no. Hold on, I will fix this dilemma. Alright, please. Return. It's laggy, but I think I can deal with it. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. My cursor, however, is not full of energy. It is lagging like crazy. Alright, don't worry, I guess this is the way we have to play the game. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Alright, so the one on the right is gonna be murdered by the pink-haired girl. I don't know, this is gonna be like some Yandere Simulator shit. I never played that game though. I never played it like in my life. Oh, I was just never into that stuff. Oh, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Okay, Monica also looks like a killer. It's great to see you again, Pod. Oh, that lean though. Okay, yeah, Monica's a killer, 100%. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We really talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Okay, that makes sense. So having her smile at me feels genuinely a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Pod. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'll make them. I'll get them. How many of you want to bet that this Natsuki is either the killer of this game or the horror character or whatever comes? I don't know what's gonna happen. Or some random prostitute. I don't know. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? These girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, wow! Natsuki... Bro, they were all excited before Natsuki even lifted the foil off the tray. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are formed with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and had already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's trying to see if I like them. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Pod loves sugar. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? What do you mean? What do you mean by have I heard this somewhere before? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know. But not for, you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to her cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Seems like an awfully chill teacher. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? They murdered the teacher. I knew it. They're reading books on murder. I already know all this stuff, alright? Don't worry. I've already got it all figured out. I guess. So when is the game gonna become scary? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Instead, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me. At least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of a literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, is my voice glitching? I swear to God. On this new laptop, my voice always glitches. To be honest, all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Okay, I'm starting to think Monica is maybe innocent, not a killer. Or whatever. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Wait. Wait. So, Natsuki is 18, and she's the youngest. So let's say the others are around 19. So when they have already graduated? Okay, my voice is definitely glitching. I can see, like, the audio thing, or whatever. Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they all look so delighted by the idea of the new member joining. Still, I don't still know if I can keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Pod, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good answer to that. Manga. It's called manga. I turned it, what do you call it? The resolution like down of my entire, oh god, that made it bigger. Hopefully that makes the game faster at least. Wait 1 second. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that can build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reversed and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how I can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, hell yeah. Well, she's obviously one of the killers. She's gonna seem like sweet and innocent at the start, then she's gonna murder people. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Nah, he plays the rock. I should have just named myself Rock at this point. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal, often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate. Yeah, this is gonna become a horror game soon, and Natsuki's gonna murder everyone. We already know that. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What movie is that? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. So Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. She's the cutest, bro. Come on. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and there we go, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, there she is with her creepy, killer-looking lean again. I have an idea for everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share all with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think we'll all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Pod? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh my god, I just had to ruin it. I got in a club with the 4 hottest girls in the class and I just fucked it up. I'm so full of bullshit, Pod. Sorry, Ori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and yeah, they all hate me now. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought hard. You all I'm defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Hold it up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sorry, wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks at me once more. What I'll look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. And I really impressed the class star Monika with my metaphor writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Pod, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. That's because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with a writing poem. Vanilla. Okay. Pain. That's kind of creepy. Why does she enjoy pain? Hopeless. Socks. Lazy. Infallible. Pink. Time. Silly. Scars. Lollipop. Sugar. I'm just choosing the most random words ever. I click nibble and she jumps up and down. Then yeah, she's lying about not being cute. Okay. Yeah. Anime, 100%. I love anime. Color. Mouse. Poof. Unstable. Chocolate. No. Marshmallow. No. Okay, horror. Hi again, Pod. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least it's my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else has already begun hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pod. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you... Oh my god, my coach. Why does this always happen? Oh, come on. Sayori told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Struggling to fit in, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry. Pog always gives it his best, as long as it's fun. He helps me with busy work, yes, like cooking, cleaning my room, having sex. I'm kidding. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Alright, she's the killer. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. But you and Paul can go to good friends too. Slavery. Seemed oblivious to the weird situation she just put. Yuri even brought you something today. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. 30 minutes sounds like a deal. What do I do? Yeah, part of the rest. Yeah. Alright. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked. Oh, make full screen. I'm gonna make it smaller. Oh my god! My window. Hopefully now it's not laggy. So I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Alright, there we go. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl? She looked at a book she'll think I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Oh. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Everyone's want to kick off some scheduled activities for this club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. So Aaron and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. I noticed we're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. It was our chance to show everyone your literature sounds fantastic. It's not like that at all, You just need to something that's creative mind. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's even more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? So everybody's taking this really seriously. It's rare to see her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Good thinking. Natsuki will make the best cupcakes. That wasn't what you suggested. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes is details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. The Sayori is her usual. Therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori to things and make them come to life. That's why I end up letting get on my case. I wonder what it would be to see Sayori faithful in my vision. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Others will have a napping club. You're staying up late. Club, you're gonna have less time for animating. You'll need to get used. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true. Yeah. You're always after Sayori. That's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Sleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, hair is sticking out all here. Out on the fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody will ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And I don't even think you... And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's for me. Sorry, think me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. Oh my god, what is this? What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. That's exactly what I was thinking. What is going on right now? Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Okay, this is getting uncomfortable. Come on, Sayori. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh my god, come on. Don't say that out loud. Anyways, you look much better now, so, why does it feel to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Whew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Pod, I can't wait to read yours. I can't wait to read yours. Why can't I talk? Yeah, same. Fuck me, bro. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to relieve her poem. So the shit is not scary yet, but it's gonna become some horror fucking bullshit soon, I think. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone is ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki! I told Natsuki I was interested in her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. Clearly, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, guess I need to show you mine. Now that you like it. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I mean, it's not bad. It's better than anything I ever wrote in school. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be easily disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme in the end, but it makes it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. Not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I could help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't notice. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their writing style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is totally gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not that finding a poem and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I cannot read that. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last to get replaced by the sickening blue-green light of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Hey, that was pretty good. Wasn't bad. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It took you a long time to read mine too, bitch. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write lower poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Pod. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing, that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think like that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, I guess that was pretty successful. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori! Oh my goodness. This is so good, Pod. It's because I chose all the options that she liked the most. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must have been seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you just don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a pod poem. Hey, that kind of rolls off the tongue nicely, pod poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm still standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Pod. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? Something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. There again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. I can absolutely not read that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad, I want breakfast. Most relatable one, actually. Except I actually like rain. I'm not depressed, I just like rain, alright? Rain is like my favorite weather. I have a favorite weather, alright? Yeah, call me. Call me a child. I really don't give a fucking shit. So Yuri, this is just a guess, bud. Did you wait until this morning to write it? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. But at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah? But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, the last one's Monica's then. So, let's just get into it. Hi, Pod. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry, Pod. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all lean to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there's also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in a case, Sayori's handwriting has kind of a gentle. I can't tell if she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each other own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could be a while before I feel more comfortable doing it. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. And my encoder's overloading again. Are we serious? That's the best way to find those kind of styles that suit you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I'm kind of not even reading the words. I'm just glancing over the words and just reading what I'm seeing, like, in my own words. It's, like, weird. That's also something I did when I was playing Undertale for the first time. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see him. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, my bad. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that now. I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Yo, he was looking inside? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I could be saying a slur and I'd have no fucking clue. I'm kind of nervous talking. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Okay, just had to check. I'm home alone right now. Only my baby sister is home, so I had to keep watching on her. I should probably leave my door open. Alright. Okay. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just push yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what ended up that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes lay on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly, I don't know, exchange their sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read Tatum, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow. Oh, I thought someone was knocking, my bad. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Pod did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something I particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Pod liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Pod appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Pod started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Pod, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What is the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Pod. Wait, There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively, avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand that, right, Pod? Well, how did I get dragged into this by the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... I agree with Natsuki. But Yuri has been, like, better to me overall. Natsuki's probably a killer and gonna stab me if I don't answer Natsuki. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki! Natsuki glances at me, drawing up any words. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself into saying anything to her. So Yuri, yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Pod? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me. Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh, shit. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Alright. Sayori has got an insane amount of confidence. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So that's why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. I just accidentally alt-tabbed. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. She's such a genuine person, really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Pod, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll... friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems I've written. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Pod, did you walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Hey, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're people. You don't hate me, do you? Nah, I love Natsuki. Yuri, I love Yuri. No, just wanted your opinion. can see why they make good friends with you. You know, it's not as if I get to spend time. You get a lot of experience, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really? We'll have to see what the future holds. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, so that was the first episode of Doki Literature Club. This game, it was kind of weird. I did kind of enjoy it though. I'm actually really surprised. It actually wasn't scary and I've been playing for an hour, so I guess maybe next episode I'm just game. So maybe it's gonna get scary next time. It's also really weirdly giving me Undertale vibes. It's kind of weird, right? Anyway, if you guys